Okay, we are live. If there is anybody in the chat section, please let me know. Am I audible? Am I audible and clearly visible to you? Just let me know, guys. Okay, thanks, Rishikesh. Okay, so let's just wait for 1 minute so that students can gather and then we'll start our today's session. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to discuss all about GATE Computer Science 2024. So, first of all, what is this GATE exam, right? What would we get from this GATE exam and why students have to go for GATE exam? So, we are going to discuss all of these things in this session. So, yeah. So if I start with GATE, so what is this GATE exam here? Yes, GATE is basically graduate aptitude test in engineering. And what is this computer science, right? Computer science मतलब basic computer knowledge, right? And also we say that GATE CS, right? It also meant that GATE common sense, right? What you have learned in your 4 years. So this also includes in this exam because you will have aptitude. So let's not get into that detail because we have to discuss what is GATE exam first. Graduate aptitude test in engineering. This is your GATE exam. It's a national level exam conducted by IITs, IISc Bangalore. Huh, right? It gets conducted by IITs and IISc Bangalore, right? So these are the institutes which conduct these exams. So and this time IISc Bangalore is conducting the exam. 2024 will be conducted by IISc Bangalore, right? And last year in 2023 it's get conducted by IIT Kanpur, right? And why we kept this knowledge, that why we are having an effect that which IIT or which IISc is conducting the exam, because that will know that what kind of difficulty they are going to ask, right? Because we have seen that there's some type of repetitive question when IIT Kanpur asked, like last year the paper was really very easy. We were expecting that paper will be difficult, but paper was very easy. So IIT Kanpur has asked really very easy questions, right? So there is a lot more uh, there will be a lot more discussion, or there will be a lot more competition when there will be a college allotment. Okay, so that is about GATE. And the exam tests the student knowledge of computer science and engineering. It tests the knowledge of computer science and engineering, like the students, what students have studied in his or her 4 years, right? Along with their analytic and problem solving skills. And what does this analytic and problem solving skills? Because it in GATE exam, questions directly does not came forward from the topic, right? They are not directly questions or based on formulas. You have to apply basic knowledge, your analysis, what you have learned, and how to apply that what you have learned in the question. So that all things are required. So that's why we have said that it is to test the student knowledge of computer science and engineering. First of all, you have to know all of your subjects, and you have to know that how to apply these subject knowledge in questions, right? So that's why analytic and problem solving skills are equally important, right? So that is your GATE exam. Now what is the eligibility? Because many times students ask what is the eligibility for GATE CS exam. So an applicant studying in third or higher year of any undergraduate degree, so that means third or fourth year, right, of any undergraduate degree is eligible to appear for GATE 2023 exam. And you can see here that of any undergraduate degree. So many students ask that either mechanical student can would be able to apply for GATE computer science or not. Yeah, they can apply. So any branch of BTech can apply in GATE computer science, right? Because we have seen that GATE computer science has a lot of potential in further getting placements and higher education. So that's why students are moving in computer science field. So that's why any branch student can apply for GATE computer science, right? Now you will ask that, okay, you told me that what is GATE exam, but you do not know what would I get after giving this GATE exam, right? You want to know that what would you get after giving this GATE exam. So let's see what will you get after this GATE exam. So after GATE exam, what are the options you will have? If you will crack GATE exam, first of all, if you have a really good rank, let's say 1 to 50, then you can apply for PSUs. Sometimes it goes up to 1 to 100, right? It depends how many students are applying or how many seats are there in PSUs, right? So that's why if you got this kind of rank, then you can apply for PSUs. Also, you will get MTech, MS, PhD in higher colleges. What are those higher colleges? IITs, NITs, and then triple ITs. And further, we have some private colleges which also take students GATE score as a medium to take students in college, right? So that's why, first of all, you will get PSUs. If you are from top 50 students, then you will get PSU. But in GATE computer science, number of PSUs are less. In civil or in mechanical, there are lot more seats for those students, right? In MTech, MS or PhD, you can get top colleges of India. Next is, you will get in-depth knowledge, right? Let's say if you do not want to go for uh, PSU or higher placement, higher education, if you want to go for placement, then it also will help in placement, because now you have in-depth knowledge of operating system, compiler design, and data structure and programming, and this will help you to get crack the interview, and also it will help you to get through your work in after your job, right? So it is also, GATE exam is also helpful for in-depth knowledge of the exam. Next is resume weightage, right? It also, when you have a good GATE score, like let's say if you have given any competitive exam, right? So if you have cracked any competitive exam, it tells us that you are hardworking. It takes you have what it takes to crack any kind of exam, right? So that's why you are hardworking, and you can sit for long hours and study, or similarly you can sit for long hours and work. So that's why it if you score, if you put any kind of competitive exam score in your resume, it makes a weightage. So that's why when you will write down GATE score in your resume, it will give a resume weightage, right? So that's why you will get all of these things. So now you will ask that why I want to go for higher studies in these colleges, IITs, NITs, triple ITs. Why you want to go for these colleges? Because we know that if we are from tier 2 or tier 3 colleges, then we do not have so much good options for placement, right? And we do not want to settle in less, right? So what we'll do, we'll go for GATE exam in our third or fourth year, and if we want to take a drop, then we'll take it, right? Because it was, at the end, it will be worth it, right? So if you will crack if you will get 2 year admission, in those 2 years, this will be 2 or 3 year course, you will get a stipend of every month. You will get a stipend every month, and you will get to study in top colleges of India, right? And then after that, you will get a good placement, good placements. Okay, so that's why GATE exam is important if you are in your third or fourth year, and if you are not from top colleges, if you are from tier 2 or tier 3 colleges, right? You should really go for it. And now you will ask that either we'll go for GATE or either we'll go for placement, right? This is always a question of student. This is always a question in students' mind, right? They generally ask with me that do we have to go for placement or do they go for a GATE exam? But my answer is that why can't you go for both, right? You have enough time. If you will start from your third year, then you can get both, and then later on decide that do you have better option after GATE, or do you have better option after placement. Like the placement which you are getting will decide that you have to go for GATE or not, right? So what you have to do, let's say in GATE exam there is an aptitude part which is of 15 marks. I'll discuss further syllabus of GATE, but before that, GATE exam has a 15 marks aptitude, and for placement you have to study aptitude. For placement you have to study aptitude, right? Now in GATE exam you are studying for aptitude, and in placements you are studying for aptitude. In GATE exam of GATE computer science, you have data structures, programming, algorithm, computer science, basic computer science knowledge. So you have to study that for also for placement. Now for placement you have to take some practical approach. You have to learn coding and all these things. And for GATE you do not have to go for depth in coding, right? But at the same time you have to study in both the streams, right? In GATE and in placement you have to study both the things. Let's say if you are in third year, so you can start now and give the exam at the end of your third year for GATE exam. Let's say you will score 40, 50 around that, because you are also preparing for your placement. Then in fourth year, you start a fourth year, you will get a placement, or mid of fourth year, then you can give GATE with all your concentration, and you will get a really good score. Now let's say if you are in fourth year, then you will know that within 6 months you will get a placement if you will really work hard for it. Because it is, because I always say that don't leave placement for the GATE exam. Why I'll say that? Let's say if you are getting a good a decent placement from your college, take it and then go for GATE, because GATE is a really competitive exam. Like every year 1 lakh students are giving GATE exam. So that's why you have to keep a backup, because you can take a drop after that if something goes bad, but we do not have to think about it right now, but you just have to keep a backup. So that's why at least keep a placement. Going to a job is your preference at all, but at least when you are coming from your college, when you are leaving college, just have one placement. Okay, so I always say that don't leave placement for GATE exam. Just go for it simultaneously, and you can manage your time easily, because we know that there is not much more going in college in third and fourth year, and you can complete your college work in your college, and later on you can work on placements and GATE exam, right? Just keep your leaves carefully, use your leaves carefully, right? Okay, so that these are the options after GATE exam. Now let's see the syllabus, right? What would be the syllabus? If I talk about syllabus, it has technical 70%. That means we have technical syllabus. That means mainly computer science syllabus is of 70%. Aptitude is of 15%, and engineering mathematics is of 15%, right? So in total we have 100% of syllabus, right? So right now let's discuss this technical syllabus and what would be the sequence if you are from GATE CS or not from GATE CS. What would be the sequence to study for GATE syllabus, right? We'll discuss it. Till then, if anybody have any question, please ask. Okay, so there is no doubt. Let's move to the syllabus. Now we have 11 subjects in GATE exam. So first we'll start with C programming. It comprises of 5 to 6 marks, and level is really very easy. You can score the C programming very easily. You do not have to learn detailed coding. You just have to understand how to run a program, what would be the output, and all these things. For GATE exam, now I am strictly talking about GATE computer science here, right? So C programming, it consists of 5 to 6 marks, and you can crack these, you can get these 5 to 6 marks very easily, right? Next subject you will have data structure and algorithm. Now if you are studying these two subjects, so first of all you have to study C programming, and then you have to move to data structure and algorithm. It comprises of 15 to 20 marks, and syllabus is vast, so that's why it will take time. So I'll give these two set of subjects 1.5 months. Just try to complete these syllabus in 1.5 months, because we have to cover the complete syllabus in 1.5 months, within 6 months, right? Because after that we have to go for revision previous year question, and then we have to work on test series. So that's why we have to complete the syllabus within 6 months, right? We'll try to cover within 6 months. It may be a possibility that we'll take 7 or 8 months, but we just have one focus that we'll try to cover it in 6 months, right? Then we'll go according with the flow. Now TOC, it is easy and scoring, and does not require higher knowledge. So that means you can easily score TOC marks. It comprises of 3 to 4 marks, or let's say 5 marks TOC. So that's why it's easy and scoring. If you will go through it once, and you can easily solve question. And what would be the strategy to study these subjects? So if you are preparing for any competitive exam, it's not about GATE. Just study the topic and then work on the questions based on that topic. And if you are able to solve the given question, then go for the previous year question. Just don't do that you will study a topic and then move on to the next topic. Then you will feel like that you haven't learned anything and you are forgetting. And in reality you will forget everything because you haven't practiced about that. So that's why keep that as a strategy. I'll tell you that where you will get a study material, where will you get a previous year question free of cost. Okay, so TOC is easy and scoring, and it does not require higher knowledge, right? Now next is compiler design. So for GATE CS students, they can take any of the subjects, but for non-GATE CS, I'll say that try this just apply this sequence while studying. And GATE CS students also apply this sequence, right? They have to study TOC before compiler design. TOC should be studied before compiler design, because there are some topics which are required as a prerequisite from TOC in compiler design. So that's why it comprises of 10 to 15 marks. So that is a lot of marks. So you have to study it very carefully. Okay, next. So next we have is discrete mathematics. So if I'll talk about discrete mathematics, it is fundamental and core part of CS, right? So you have to study this discrete mathematics very carefully, because it would also help you in discrete data structures and algorithm, right? And I'll tell you everything, that where you will find lectures for all of these things, and where you will find out the writing content, right? The notes. But I'll advise you makes your own notes. But if you want to get a notes, then I'll tell you where you will get it. So discrete mathematics, fundamental and core parts of CX, 7 to 8 marks. Right? Sometimes it goes up to 10 marks. Like if I'll talk about 2022 exam, they have asked lots of questions, because I told you that some topics are used in data structure and algorithm. So there is a very thin line between the syllabus of discrete mathematics and data structure and algorithm, like tree. You will study tree in both the topics, in discrete mathematics, data structure and algorithm. Similarly, adjacency matrix. So that's why you will get the knowledge of these topics in both the subjects, right? Next, you have to study DBMF. It is 6 to 8 marks. Basically, if you have studied SQL and in these things, so you have to get the knowledge of database management system, right? You have to understand how databases work, how would you work on any data. right? So that is DBMS. Operating system. Next is operating system. It is theoretical and numerical based. And what does it mean? It means that in from operating system, you have to study theory very carefully, because you have to answer questions numerically also in this operating system, because they ask numericals from operating system, right? And now what would be the strategy to study operating system? So you have to understand that you have to clear all your basics, because you can approach any kind of numerical when you have basic information. Just don't go to the main topic, just clear your basics. And it I do not mean that just do a PhD in any subject. No, I don't mean that, right? Because what happens when students get interest in any of the subject, they want to study more and more, and they will refer books, and they will go in detail and google it and waste your time, because we have a lot of syllabus, right? You can see we'll have 11 subjects in GATE computer science, and we have to cover this syllabus into 6 to 7 months. So it will be difficult for us to do that. So that's why just keep it precise, go according to the GATE syllabus, and do not uh, go for further topics, because our mindset is clear that we have to clear GATE exam, right? We'll do that later. Okay, I am very poor in mathematics. Can I good rank in GATE? Yeah, you can study mathematics. Like, I'll tell you that where you can study, and we have made the lectures like you can study from the basics, and you will not feel like that you are studying very detailed mathematics. We have uh, we have done the topics very precise and according to GATE syllabus, and also solved questions. So after that you can easily solve question. If you will go on this YouTube channel, you will find out in the playlist engineering mathematics and discrete mathematics. And if I'll talk about discrete mathematics, it's not completely based on mathematics, right? It has theory like propositional and first order logic. You have to understand the logic, and you have to work on those questions. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can get a good rank without mathematics, because as I told you that 15 to 20 marks is of engineering mathematics, right? Engineering and discrete mathematics, so you can't leave those subjects. And similarly in aptitude, you have to apply some basic mathematics. So that's why I do not suggest you that you can leave mathematics, but yeah, you can work on that. And you have enough time, right? You have 11 months, you can prepare very well for all the subjects. So you do not have to leave any of the subject. And one more, my suggestion is that don't leave any subject, right? Sometimes students think, okay, this subject I'm not good in this subject, and leave that subject. Because you can see that from each of the subject there are enough weightage so that you can get a good score, right? So that's why, let's say if you have left this operating system, right? Some people think that operating system is difficult and they leave that subject. But let's say if they ask very easy question from operating system, and you would not be able to answer that question, it doesn't mean that you would be able to answer the question from another subject. Because of the easy question, everybody is going to answer it, and you will get fall by that marks, and that would imply, that would make effect on your rank. So that's why don't do that. Okay, this is operating system, and it is 7 to 8 10 marks. Then we have further digital logic, and you have to study digital logic before computer networks and COA. What is COA? Computer organization and architecture. So you have to study digital logic before that. You can't change the sequence of these subjects, right? You have to study digital logic. These three subjects can studied individually. You have to study TOC before compiler design, and you have to study C programming before data structure and algorithm, right? Next we have is digital logic, which is prerequisite for CN and COA, and it comprises of 5 to 6 marks. Then we have computer network. Computer network is same as operating system. What does that mean with this same word? It means that they also ask questions from computer networks numerically, right? So somebody is asking that engineering maths and discrete maths दोनों मिला के 30 नंबर का ही पूछा जाता है क्या? like it doesn't always fixed, right? कि 13 marks का ही पूछा जाएगा, on an average 15 marks का रहता है. Like if I'll tell you about GATE 2022, right? They have asked 50 to 16 marks. And then if I'll talk, no, they have asked 18 marks question from engineering and discrete mathematics. And in the last year, they have asked from 13 to 15 marks, right? Okay, how many hours to devote every day for studies if starting from scratch? Okay, if you are starting from scratch and now you have enough time, right? Because you do not have any kind of semester exam or any kind of college work. So what you can do, just give 4 to 6 hours. Just try to give 4 hours at least, right? And it all depends on you that how would you study. Like you will take this 1 hour in the morning, 3 hours in the evening, or 1 hour. You can apply it anywhere. Just try to give 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours at least give from nowadays. Now, and it doesn't imply that you will study every day 4 and 5 hours. Important thing is that you are consistent, because if you will left any of the day in middle of the studies, then the next day you do not want to study and it disrupts your study pattern. So that's why don't do that, right? Be consistent, it is important. And at least try to give 4 to 5 hours a day. And when you will have exam, semester exam, mid semester exam, then this will get less. So that's why right now you can give 4 to 5 hours if you are studying. And once you will start the studying, then you will get to know that how many hours you have to give, because as I told you, you have to complete the syllabus in 6 to 7 months. So try to form a study plan, right? Try to form a study plan and stick to it, right? I know that I was also a student that you will say that study plan always not work, it gets changed or not. So make this study plan like that you are going to study this much hour, and you are going to study these topics, and you are going to complete these two subjects within these months, right? Do according to that. Just don't stick with like you will study between 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. Just don't specify these hours, right? Study it according to you, that whenever you will find suitable for you. But one thing is that uh, I have studied atomic habits, and there is one thing which I have learned the most and I like the most, that give the same time. Like if you are studying 4 to 6 today, then try to study 4 to 6 the next day, and similarly the another next day, right? Why it happens? Because your mind will get addicted to that, and then after 10 or 20 days you do not have to push yourself to study. It will get by yourself, right? So that's why that's a very good line which I have taken from that book. So that's why uh, I just want to tell you that apply this in your studies, and then you will get a you can easily score well, right? So important thing is be consistent, and then give at least 4 to 5 hours right now, and then according to you, you can increase or decrease that. If you have exam, you can decrease. If you have weekends, then you can increase. So that's how you can prepare yourself. It does not specify that you if you will give 6 hours a day, then you can crack gate. If you will give 2 hours a day, you cannot crack gate exam, right? It depends upon student's pace, that how much he or she is learning. Okay, yeah. So that is computer network, theoretical and numerical based. CO is comparatively difficult from other subjects, so that's why students try to leave it. And as I told you, that don't leave any of the subject, because it has also 5 to 6 marks weightage, right? And it has little bit vast syllabus, so that's why I'm giving 7 months. Just if it does not get completed, you can take 8 months, right? But try to complete it in 6 months. Just make a plan according to that. You can complete it in 6 months. Next we have mathematics and aptitude, right? Discrete mathematics we have included in our technical subjects because it has technical knowledge. Now next thing we have is engineering mathematics and aptitude. Okay, just for aptitude, because what students do, students leave aptitude. If you do not want to study aptitude specifically, just go for 25-year paper of past years paper of GATE exam and go through the questions, right? And simultaneously with all of your studies, you can solve these 25-year GATE previous year question, aptitude question, and at the end you will realize that you are able to solve aptitude question. You do not have to study specifically the subject aptitude. If you are weak in any of the topic, you feel like that while solving question, then you can go through Google and solve question. And also we have on our channel the videos of aptitude, right? So you can find any of the topic in which you find difficulty on our YouTube channel. Okay, right, this is of 25 marks. And now yeah, I'll tell you that where you can study all the subject. Concepts and practice are equally important. As I told you that while you are studying the topic, just practice question as well, right? Practice question, basic question which you have given, and also practice previous year question, right? Then you will know that would you be able to solve question from that topic or not, and that would help you to boost your confidence, and later on you will feel like you want to study. Like we have seen that in mathematics, when we are solving question, if we are solving question, then we kept on studying. But when uh, we get stuck at any place, then it will be difficult for us to uh, further study. So that's for the same thing for GATE exam, right? If you are studying and you are able to solve question, then you want to study. So that's why try to solve question. Study the topic, just answer the question by yourself. If you are not able to answer the question by yourself, just go for the solution and then go for the next question, right? Same thing for the next question. Okay, so guys, you can ask at the same time if you have any doubt, right? So as I told you before, that planning and scheduling is very important. Just plan your next 6 months, next 6 to 7 months to complete the syllabus. Just don't go further in detail. Like don't create a plan of 1 year. Just create a plan of 6 to 7 months, right? And right now stick to the plan for 1 month. Divide the 6 month plan in one month and stick for 1 month plan, right? Make a study plan, set realistic goal. Yeah, that is very important, that you will set your realistic goal. Because if you will set unrealistic goal, you will feel like that you are not able to get your goal, achieve your goal. You will feel like demotivated. So that's why set realistic goal and stick to the schedule. Stick to the schedule. Basic concepts and fundamentals, right? I told you that like not for GATE exam, in any competitive exam your basics should be clear, because they are not going to ask directly questions from your textbook or your from topic, right? They are going to mix any two topic and wants to answer you, right? So that's why you have to clear your basics. If you have basics and fundamentals clear, then you can easily solve those questions, right? That's why they said that focus on to build strong fundamental such as algorithm, data structure, programming language, and operating system. Now practice as revision. Yeah, that is important. Yeah, this is the last phase. Like I told you about 6 to 7 month plan. Last phase will be you will solve previous year question papers, mock test, and online quizzes. Okay, we'll do that later. Now let's not go in depth right now, right? We'll have session then. Next is time management, right? Time management is important, right? How you are managing your time. Time management does not mean that you are studying whole day and you are not giving time to your family, and you are not giving time which you like, you do not going outside, you are not taking proper rest. That's all is not time management. Just don't do this, because I am telling you with experience that if you will do this, then you will get frustrated within 1 month and you are going to leave GATE preparation. So that's why give time to yourself. Just sit for half an hour with your family and do that thing which you like. Just give find out time to 10 to 15 minute exercise, right? Just don't study a whole day, right? Just make time for yourself. Time management means that. Time management means that you will make time for yourself, and at the same time you are going to study as well. Right? That is what time management is. Okay, somebody is asking, if we prepare for GATE, we can do well in placement. Yeah, you can really do well in placement, right? You just have to manage your time. What you have to do, you have to work on computer programming and all those things, and then you are going to prepare aptitude with GATE exam. Just it depends which kind of companies you are applying when they are coming for placements. So when you have a placement season, before that, give 15 to 1 month for placements, right? That's why we are completing the syllabus right now. When in November, December you will have the company, then you can find out time for that also, right? That's why I'm saying that start now, start as soon as possible. And what is as soon as possible? Right now, right? You can start right now. So what happens, students does not start right now, and they will say that we'll start later on, 1 month after, and these things, and then they will get stuck, that either they will go for placement or go for GATE. At this point of time, you can go for both, right? Is there any syllabus for aptitude for GATE? Okay, I'll tell you what would be the syllabus. I'll tell you in detail. Let me show you the syllabus and where you can find out notes and where you will find out all other things, right? Previous year question, practice question, all these things. Yeah. Now in this, if Google section, if you will write Geeks for Geeks GATE, if you will click on this second link, GATE CS topic wise preparation notes, you can see that I'm clicking on this link. I'm reaching to this page, GATE CS notes according to GATE 2023 syllabus. Its syllabus is same, so that's why it is for GATE 2024. You can see that we have 4 columns here: GATE syllabus, learn, practice, external resources. Right now we have this aptitude section here. This is the aptitude syllabus, right? You can go through this syllabus here, right? This is the syllabus of GATE, and then you will have a notes here. If you will click any of the link, you will get notes, and in the third column you will get a questions, and in the fourth column you will get a external resource. Now if I'll scroll down, you will see that we have mathematics section. If I'm clicking on representation of Boolean function, open link in new tab, I can see in this new tab we have notes, right? We have notes here. You will get notes, and if I'll click on the third column, in the third column, if I click on the first link, I'll reach to this page, and this page has around 9 pages, and each page has 10 questions. So that means for any of the topic, you have 90 questions to practice. Right? So you will get everything on this page. And also, if you want to study from video lecture, you can go on our GATE channel. You will find out all the things there, and you will get free of cost each of the subject lectures there, and you can go through that and you will get a good rank, right? You can practice question. We have all included all the things in our lectures, right? And also one more thing, that if you want to go for a paid course, then you can click on this live course link. In this, you will get a hybrid course in which you will get all the recorded lectures which you can study at your own pace, and also weekly we are going to have a live sessions, right, in which we are going to discuss problem, discuss topics, and all other things, right? So you can click on this link. If I click on this link, you will see that in the description, in the course overview, you will have what you will learn, and this is the course content you will get, right? You can see that we have experienced mentors here, so you will get all these things, right? So yeah, so here you will get notes. So any question, guys? So yeah, any question? Is year gap of 10 year and age limit for GATE exam? There is no age limit for GATE exam, right? For MTech admission, you have to check specifically that is there any IITs or NITs has any age limit. I'm not sure about that, but I think there is no age limit, but you can check once again, right? And then if you will get admission in colleges, then there is nothing like you will get problem in placements, right? There would be no problem. If you have experience before, that you can use in your projects, right? You can do good projects there, right? Because you have experienced like 10 years, and you know what is a problem employees face, right? What kind of project you have to work on, so you can give your 2 years for that. Okay, so guys, any question? Just let me know, guys, if there is any question. So that's all from my side, guys. If there is any question, please ask. Otherwise, I'll wrap this session up. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you.